This behavior is absolutely disgusting and inexcusable. I went to a Turning Point event this past Thursday that was being hosted at George Washington University by the lovely, talented, beautiful Miss Erica Kirk, as well as Caroline Levitt. As I was approaching the event, I noticed posters with Charlie's face hung up all over campus, so I went to see what they were. When I approached it, I saw that there were X's over his eyes as well as in his neck where he had been murdered by a crazed leftist because they couldn't actually defeat what he said. Of course, I always shake my head whenever I see people saying, "Why does it matter? He was just a podcaster." No, he wasn't. And you know he wasn't. Because if that's all he was, then you wouldn't have had to feel the need to take it to such an extreme to silence him. You knew just how powerful he was. And this type of behavior, it's irredeemable because you know his grieving widow is going to be at this event. That's what it's being advertised for. So what? You just try to add insult to injury? I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. People on the right do not behave like this. This is absolutely unacceptable. And for the people who are on the right, who are going after Erica, I'm telling you now to stop. This is now the fourth time I have gotten the blessing of seeing Erica Kirk speak, and I have never been so devastated in my life. The depression that is in this woman's face, the way that she started tearing up whenever she would speak about Charlie, and anybody who calls it performative, you haven't been there, you haven't seen it, you don't know what you're talking about. There are two types of people who are currently going after Erica, at least on the right. There are people with personal vendettas who are angry and jealous because they didn't get their way in one way or another, or there's people who have never even been to a Turning Point event to begin with. They don't know things about how Charlie, for example, loved the pyrotechnics that started each and every single Turning Point event. So when they see Erica doing it, they think it's disrespectful, not knowing that is quite literally honoring his legacy. And I am so tired of it. This woman has been through hell and back, and she has done nothing but stay by her husband's side the entire time, trying to honor his legacy, while other so-called friends and people who used to support Turning Point try to tear it down. Enough is enough. This behavior is just out of control from both the left and the right, just in different ways.